everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Texans going up against the Titans. With that, let's get up to Nissan Stadium in Nashville. With the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Today, it's a good matchup in the AFC South between the Houston Texans and the Tennessee Titans. Hi again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And you know, Charles, as Larry pointed out in the open, got a couple of great quarterbacks set to square off here this afternoon. That ball's probably going to be flying all over the place, isn't it?
Oh, without a doubt. And the game has never been more quarterback-centric than it is now. And both of these teams have top-flight signal callers.
Ryan Suckup, the man tasked with getting this one started. And off we go from Nashville. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the man under center for the Houston Texans, and it's going to be Tom Savage. Is he the spark that this Houston Texans team needs down the stretch? Because he came in Week 15, did a pretty nice job.
And, partner, he's going to have the chance to prove it, I believe. I think that Bill O'Brien, the head coach of the Texans, will ride Tom Savage as long as he plays as he did against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Hey, what a tremendous performance off the bench. Remember, 3 different schools in college before going to the pros and having to wait his turn. He's shown patience. Now he wants to show production.
Here we go now.
The first down throw coming. Savage setting up the screen for Miller. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
On second down, here's Savage. And on the left side, Fedorowicz has it. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Offensive starters here. Wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins, a talented wide receiver.
And he's still looking for that ultimate recognition. He wants to be mentioned with the best receivers in the game. His numbers suggest that we should do so.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Here we go now. Green 3.
A play fake to Blue. Savage, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Uses the stiff arm.
Plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a man who turned 40 back in August. He might not like me for that one, but it's true. Shane Leckler, the 40-year-old, on to punt it away. Back deep, Mark Mariani. Pulled in at the 24. Ooh, with a juke. Shreds the tackle. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Titan football. And there's Marcus Mariota as he brings Tennessee out onto the field. He was pretty clutch down the stretch against the Chiefs in Week 15, getting them the win and keeping them right in the mix of things in the AFC South. Now here's the first carry for DeMarco Murray. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. The big man, Vince Wilfork, able to get him down. Offensive starters, here they are. And Delaney Walker, Charles, it's a guy that you and I said we wanted to discuss a bit.
Yeah, and we should, because remember, he came out of college as a wide receiver, so he's one of the early guys to move from a wide receiver position to tight end and still run routes as if he were a wide receiver. An excellent target.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Mariota now on second down. Throw left side, complete to Sharp. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run the counter with Murray. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. Murray fighting, lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Brandon, some backs just have the mentality that the more they touch it, the better off everyone is. And I think DeMarco Murray's one of those guys. Remember the season he had in Dallas in 2014? He's trying to recreate that now in Tennessee. And while he won't catch Ezekiel Elliott probably for the rushing title, he's locked in pretty well at number 2 and given a few extra carries to Derrick Henry now, too, as well.
So they almost turn it over there. Scary moment. Second down here. Now a second down throw for Mariota. He's got time. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Holding offense.
So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. Following the penalty, it's Murray. And he stopped immediately there. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
And that was a big-time play by the defense because everything was set up for the offense to be successful. Nickel package, you run the draw, you expect to get a big guy out in space on a smaller defensive back to block him. That didn't happen on this play.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. 3rd and long here for Mariota. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
So the Titans are forced to punt as Brett Kern is on to do the honors. Back deep for the Texans is Tyler Ervin. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Here's Savage on first down. Right side, caught Fedorowicz. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 18 yards on the pickup there. And the Texans are going to have a first.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And a cut to the left sideline. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. So a spectacular run, but not his career long that he had of 97. That was December 14, I believe.
97 yards. That's obviously why they run the type of sprints they run in the offseason. Longer than that to build up the lung capacity. 97 yards, I'm exhausted.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Savage on first. That's complete right around the 8. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be a second down. A look at the defensive starters for Tennessee.
Derek Morgan came into the league as your traditional hand-in-the-ground defensive end. He's made the transition to outside linebacker, and he's done it quite well.
On second down, here's Miller. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Okay, in my short time, or maybe as some of the kids might say, my long time here on this earth, I've yet to meet a running back who turns down carries or catches. And Lamar Miller fits that bill for the Houston Texans. He actually moved to Houston for a chance to touch the ball more, and it's turned out to be a 1,000-yard season, the second one of his career.
Yeah, second time in his career, and on track for the best year of his professional career.
He does it all. Runs it, catches it. He sets the tone for the Houston Texans on offense.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Their big tight end. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Nick Novak on now for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. To return, this is Mark Mariani. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And now the Texans defense, they get ready here. They'll be hoping to come up with that same type of effort they had last time when they forced the punt that led to a touchdown.
And that type of effort just continues to carry over, because once you get it done once, you feel like you can do it again and again. It's no guarantee, but you got to like the confidence that they take back out into the field.
Now, will they keep that confidence? Time to find out. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
There's so many times during camp and practice that you get bored as a player doing regular drills. But how about that shed and skate drill right there by the linebacker? You do it each and every day. Get the blocker away and get into the backfield and make a big-time tackle. That's what we just saw.
Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. They go with Murray again. Look at the spin. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Well, in 2016 in Tennessee, DeMarco Murray, we're going to find out if it was style, scheme, does he still have it or not. He thinks he's going to be more comfortable with the Titans.
Yeah, because that fall off last year, 2014, over 1,800 yards, 392 carries.
One of the best seasons running the football that we've seen in recent years.
3rd down now following the run. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Here's Brett Kern now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. So the pickup there for Lamar Miller, and he actually shredded his current team last year when he played against them. 175 yards, another 61 in the air, and 2 touchdowns.
I guess that's a classic example of if you can't stop him, go get him, put him on your team. Lamar Miller, big-time pickup for the Texans.
Again, it's Miller. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here, 3rd and a yard.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Savage wants to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. 1 quarter down. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Nashville right after this.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Here's Shane Leckler now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Here's Mariani. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. The Texans defense heading back out now, ready to get their cracks again. Their stay on the field last time was short-lived with a 3-and-out. See if they can get some more of that.
And ordinarily, you want to be on the field playing, right? But 3-and-outs, that's almost gold to a defense. Get to the bench, get some rest, turn the ball over to your offense.
We'll see what they can do here, see if they can force another 3-and-out. They'll come out in the pistol. On 1st down, Murray. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Andre Howell, the one to bring him down. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it, rest of the game. And that does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tackling.
And the defenders know it too. They sniff that out, don't they?
Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know what the rule is. First guy hold up the runner. Everyone else try and get there and strip the ball free.
It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
On 3rd down, Mariota. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Murray the lone setback. And they'll give it to him here. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. And he finds his target. It's sharp. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
From the red zone now, Mariota. And his throw is incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. That was second down run for Murray. A beautiful fake. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. DeMarco Murray, 14 yards. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And DeMarco Murray, the one to finish it off with a touchdown run. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Keith Mumphrey. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Miller, the lone setback. And he'll get it up the middle. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They'll run it again with Miller. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves. A nickel set shown by the Titans on 3rd down.
Thinking pass. An encroachment penalty here, maybe just a mental lapse, partner.
Sometimes you have to just watch the football. Make sure it's snapped before you're jumping.
Still 3rd down.
After the penalty, it's Miller. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a handoff to Miller. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And that's a guy, Lamar Miller, from Miami, went to the University of Miami, was playing for the Dolphins, but now moved to the Lone Star State.
Yeah, how about that? And sometimes that change of scenery, it may look like it's going to affect him adversely. He's away from his home for the first time ever. But sometimes you get out on your own somewhere else, that can increase your performance. You only focus on your football.
They go play action here on first down. And he's got it over the middle, Fedorowicz. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They come out here in the eye. A first down carry now for Miller. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On 2nd down, here's Savage. Mumphrey with it over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Now a run. This is Alfred Blue. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back to Tennessee after this. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Here's Savage now on 2nd. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Throwing on 3rd down, it's Savage. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Keith Mumphrey that time. And now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, the Texans will call on their field goal unit. And on comes Nick Novak. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points. But they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Now it's Nick Novak back out following his field goal to send it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
A first down throw for Mariota. And Matthews has it right side. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota finding time. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. John Simon able to drop him for a loss of 4. A play fake to Murray. Now Mariota. He's got time in the pocket. Look at the time. Got a man right side. It's Sharp. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
First down, Mariota. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout, and now we're set to get going. Fresh set of downs here.
Single. Here we go. I got 29.
Mariota now to throw on first down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Harry Douglas, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Titans are going to retake the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
And that makes it 14-10. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a Tennessee score. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Heading out as the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
The first down throw coming. Savage. Complete to Mumphrey. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Savage on first. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. Charles, I have to bring up something you told me about last week. You often find hidden talents with a lot of these guys in the NFL. And Baltimore kicker Justin Tucker, he's a heck of an opera singer, and he's very good at singing some holiday tunes, isn't he?
He certainly is, and when he sings, he captivates you. Because I've actually seen him on video in the tails, right? I mean, he looks fantastic, but he sounds even better. And not only that, how about what he's done on the field? 10 field goals of 50 yards or more this season, which ties a record set by Blair Walsh in 2012 when Walsh was a rookie.
But seriously, go to your favorite search engine. Just put in Justin Tucker Opera. You'll be blown away. And welcome back, the offensive unit. They took the timeout, and now they get set to line up as we resume action. Defense sinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Throwing on 3rd down, it's Savage. And finding Fedorowicz. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Savage from the 50. Right side, caught Fedorowicz. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. Savage wants to throw yet again. Mumphrey with it over the middle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Savage wants to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's got Miller. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Titans right now have a time of possession advantage, but it has not led them to taking control of this game. The Texans look like they'll be in this game for 4 quarters. All right, let's roll the highlights. Third down from inside the 10. Griffin's going to make the catch near the sidelines, and it leads to a touchdown. That takes the lead up to 7. Titans have it midway through the second. Murray's going to take it up the middle, and he'll go in from 14 yards out. Titans tied up at 7. Titans now late in the second. Mariota's got the completion out of the gun, and this 5-play drive goes for a touchdown. They're now on top by 4.
All right, Larry, thank you. A fairly tight game here as we get set to resume play in this second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Houston defense we watch as they get set to go. They are down on the scoreboard as we begin the second half and looking to avoid a bigger deficit.
And I can just hear the coaches now. I can hear the head coach. Guys, first 5 minutes, first series of the second half, offense or defense, you've got to set the tone.
They'll try to set that tone here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They come up in an offset eye. Mariota now to throw on first down. The catch is made by Kendall Wright. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And the offense lining up first and 10. First and 10. Here's Mariota. Wright's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 11 on the gain there. And it'll give the Titans a first down.
That was a nice completion on an out route. And those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. From the pistol, they run it with Murray. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Second down, Mariota. Walker with a grab, left side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. On third down, Mariota goes underneath for Henry. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Savage now to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 11 yards on the pickup, and that'll be good for a Houston first. Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag.
False start. Offense.
The penalty on first down backs him up 5. It's now 1st down and 15. From the gun, here's Savage. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. Miller, the lone setback. Now it's Savage. Deep drop. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And now a first down following that long gain.
All right, here we go.
10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Here's Savage now on second. And on the left side, Fedorowicz has it. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
They'll try the right side here with Miller. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
One of the beauties of a 3-4 defense is that you have flexibility with your linebackers, and you can put them in different spots. But one of the downsides is an offensive team that's committed to running the football, you can get your big offensive linemen up on linebackers quicker, and that usually gives you an advantage in running it.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. On second down, here's Savage. Right side, caught Fedorowicz. Touchdown, Houston. C.J. Fedorowicz, 30 yards. And the Texans have once again taken the lead. And nowadays in NFL football, you have to account for all the receivers, sure, but the tight end's such a weapon, and they prove it right there.
Oh, without a doubt. And we're seeing now the golden age of tight ends catching the football. I go back to Kellen Winslow. To me, he was a prototype of what we're seeing today. We're seeing it each and every week now.
Novak to tack on the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So this drive spans 7 plays, and the result, a Houston touchdown. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. Antonio Andrews now to return. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Mariota now to throw on first down. And some room to maneuver. And all the way down to the 26. A big play that time for the Titans. 53 yards. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Murray the lone setback. And he'll get it up the middle. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
One thing I do know about DeMarco Murray, he loves to pile up carries. You know, a lot of backs are concerned about how many they have. Not him. He wants the ball all the time. But so far in this game, that's not working too well, and his team's losing.
He's had a decent chunk of carries. He just hasn't had much success when he's gotten those carries. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. Second down, Mariota. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
On 3rd down, Murray. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the 1st down yardage before he's brought down.
So much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
They come out here in the eye. 1st and goal from the 5. They'll try to run it in with Murray. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
Murray the lone setback. Mariota now on 2nd down. And he's got his man. That's right for the Tennessee touchdown. Kendall Wright, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Titans have once again taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. It's up and good to make it 21-17. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the result in the end, the Titans touchdown. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And a look now at Lamar Miller. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments. And you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half. It gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
Savage on first. Caught left side, Hopkins. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. Here's a give to Miller. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So the hard count gets him there. Neutral zone infraction.
Yeah, the defense thought they had the timing down, but the quarterback hit him with a hard count, got him to jump.
The defense helps the offense out there. Now 5 yards to go on first down. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So you heard the word. This is a neutral zone infraction.
Yeah, the defender wanted to try and get back after he had jumped. Unable to do so.
Here's Savage on first down. Mumphrey with it over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 19. And it'll give the Texans a first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. On first down, Savage. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Second down here after the incomplete pass. And back to the air. Savage on second down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
Fresh set of downs here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Here we go. Green 39.
On second and 10, Savage surveying the field. Great protection. This will be caught inside the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up first and goal.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
To the air again, Savage. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Derek Morgan in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
They'll run with Miller, and he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit, a great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. Looks like they might be expecting a pass, an extra DB in on third and goal.
That's how the game has changed. Now we think pass first, even in goal line situations.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This from 36 yards out. And Novak's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. All right, so this one's now back within a field goal. And if anybody tells you they see how this one's going to end, I'd have to say they're probably lying, Charles.
And this game's had more twists and turns than a good mystery novel. And I have a feeling we've got a few more twists and turns in store for us before they shake hands here.
Now it's Nick Novak back out following his field goal to send it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out come the Titans now. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
3 down.
Murray, the lone setback. He's going to get the football. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
But he was stopped on that play. But he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. A play fake to Murray. Now Mariota finding time. And Matthews has it right side. A nice gain of 21 yards. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
4 down.
They go play action here on first down. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
I know they don't like to hear it when they get to a certain age, but then you have to start to use your skills, your wiles, right? Your mind to beat guys to the football. And getting your toes tapped in bounds definitely qualifies as that, doesn't it?
The veteran showing he still has the agility. Mariota now on second down. Fasano here brings it in. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
On first and 10, here's Mariota. And Walker with it over the middle. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
3 down. Hey, check.
Murray, the lone setback. And he'll get it up the middle. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Another pistol look here. On 3rd and 1, here's Mariota. And he finds his target. It's sharp. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. His pass caught at the 4. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment, defense. Still 2nd down.
Second down, the ball on the 2 here, 2nd and goal. Derrick Henry. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Suckup will put this one right through, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
Suckup now set to kick it off following the made field goal. Now here's Mumphrey. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
And now out comes Houston. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Yeah, that right there will set them back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll look to throw. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. He finds his target, Fuller. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. And they're going to speed things up here. Back to throw. Complete to Mumphrey. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. And with just over 40 seconds now remaining, he gets up and spikes it. They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
He's back to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
Here we go. Blue landed.
4th down, desperation time for Savage. He's got time in the pocket. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. The 20. There he goes right side. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go out into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Titans are winning.